welcome you guys on this call. I'm excited for this masterclass, and this masterclass is gonna pretty much go through 6 major things that will take you absolutely to 6 figures and above if you dedicate your time to really understand this. You see, when I first got started, I knew that there has to be a system, there has to be some skill sets, there has to be some type of step-by-step that can take me to the next level, that can take me to where I need to be, that can take me to the goals and dreams that I'm trying to do, right? So it's crazy to me because I see a lot of people that come into network marketing and think this is a freebie. They think this is, I don't need any skills. I'm just gonna talk to a couple of people and we'll see what happens. And the reality is, there is no way you're gonna hit these massive ranks, and make a crazy residual income with, number one, not the help of your mentors, number two, not mastering their skill sets. Now, it's gonna take some time, and just learning is not enough. You gotta actually apply it. So the goal is right now to learn it. But before I go into the skills, I'm gonna mention a couple of things that I need you guys to really understand, right? And after we do that, it's gonna be really powerful for you guys, and you guys are gonna learn exactly what you need to take your business to the next level. You see, the goal of this webinar is to have a breakthrough. The goal of these skills is to have a breakthrough in your business, because you want to have a momentum of income. Listen to this, a momentum of income. The reason why I'm saying this is because when you have that momentum, and it is absolutely the best thing you can have in network marketing, the momentum of it. So 3 things I'm going to be talking about before I even talk about the skill sets. Number 1 is you need to have a major burst of energy. It is absolutely important to have a major burst of energy, and because you gotta have an aggressive, outrageous, I'm talking like massive all-in action for a very short period of time. And this is why I talk about the 90 days a lot. The 90-day run ensures that you go all out for 90 days. And once you finish the 90 days, your activity will actually increase a little bit, right? Because your levels is a little bit different. Your levels of working is going to be a little bit higher because you're going to be at a higher frequency for 90 days. So even when you drop, you're not even dropping that much. So you're actually having a little more success. You got to be aggressive, outrageous, because slow and steady does not win the race. Y'all ever heard of the slow and steady wins the race? Not in network marketing, it doesn't, right? Because success loves speed. Listen, you got to go nuts for a period of time, and because the world is not served by people that play small. Right, so that's number 1. Number 2 is accountability. The reason why I'm telling you guys this is we're going to have a group chat with myself. I'm going to hold you accountable for 90 days because I want to make sure that I'm going to put your, excuse my language, ass on the line. I want to put your ass on the line because I need you to be embarrassed if you don't do anything. I'm going to make sure that if you're not doing the right things with the right steps, I'm going to make sure I embarrass you. Right? It's important because I'm going to make you money. You're trying to make a lot of money, break through, and have, wealth for your family. I'm going to put you on the line a little bit, right? You got to risk something. Right? Because listen, entrepreneurs, they say yes and then they figure it out. Actually, they say yes, they tell the world, and then they figure it out. So I remember my first 90-day run is what took me to 6 figures, and being 6 months in the business, I couldn't figure it out. I could not figure it out. And then I just decided, I'm like, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and now I want to really win. I really want to win. So guess what I did? I told everybody. I cut my hours at work. I took my paycheck a little. I had some savings on the line. I said yes. I told everybody in my social media that I'm done working. And guess what happened? After 90 days, I went to a full-time income. 6 months, I went to a 6-figure income. That's how fast it can happen. But listen, I went bananas. I did not sleep for 90 days, I'll tell you that much. And of course, the last thing you want to have is mentorship, right? And this is what I'm trying to provide you with, you guys. But listen, I don't work with people that want my time. I work with people that deserve my time. Remember, this is a lesson for you as a leader. Don't work with people that need your time. Work with people that deserve your time. Does that make sense, right? Either virtual or in real life, it's the same thing. And plus, you don't always need to be me. You don't always need to be learning by me. Because listen, when I'm learning, I'm not only learning from my mentors, I'm learning from a lot of other online mentors. It's important. Because guess what? Virtual mentors are a thing. They don't have to know me. They don't have to know me. Right? They don't have to know me. Contribute to your growth. Put some money into your business. Put your money where your mouth is. It's a business. It's a business. Put your money into your business, right? Because once you put money in your business, eventually you will grow, and that will fuel your leadership, right? Now listen, leadership takes time. It takes time for you to be a leader in our industry. Eric Worre says it takes anywhere from 3 to 4 years for a leader to develop to go 6 figures. Remember this. It takes 3 to 4 years in our industry, on average, to be a 6-figure earner and above. So yes, you gotta be in a rush, but don't be in a rush where you actually quit. I see way too many people pressure themselves and then blame the company. Some nonsense. Companies are relevant. Companies are relevant, right? Understand this. So let's get right into it. I believe one of the major skills, one of the most important skills that you need to focus on is finding prospects. That's number one. It has to be number one. Right? So think about it this way. Do I know anybody? Do you have a list? Listen, there's 3 types of people that I've met. 3 types of people that I met. Right? We have the posers, the amateurs, and the professionals. Posers have a mental list. Oh, I know 3 people that want to get started. They're going to get started. I know top of my head. You ever heard this at the top of my head? Listen, it don't work at the top of your head. Right? Amateurs, they write it down, but they drain the list. Let's say they write down 20 names, 50 names, and they just keep hitting up the same exact people. Professionals write it down and keep finding new ones. I'm telling you, the reason why I went to the levels that I am right now is because I was organized. I had my list. I wrote down 1,000. I think 1,000 names when I first got. Oh, no, sorry. I started with 500 names and then eventually put it to 1,000 names and on and on and on. And I just wrote down everybody I have on social media, everybody that has on my phone, and I'll talk about it in a bit, right? Make your list very comprehensive. Write down on the side why these people. Get everybody on your phone. Average person knows 1,000 people by their first names by 18. So don't give me these excuses. Right? Social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, whatever it is. Figure out how to get your list bigger. Do not prejudge. Do not prejudge. Listen, I'll tell you guys the biggest story that broke me. Broke me. I remember, so I was, I used to work at Good Life, and I was a top performer at that company. It's a fitness company. And what happened is, after I broke through and I started making a lot of money, my old assistant general manager, he saw me on Facebook, and I don't really use Facebook a lot, but he saw me on Facebook, and this is after I left Good Life, and he calls me one day, and he's like, yo, network marketing? I'm like, oh, damn, you know about this? He's like, yeah, bro, of course. He's like, what do you do? And how much money do you make? And at that point, it just hit 6 figures. He's like, wow, bro, I'm a 6-figure earner at another company. When did you start? Apparently, I started network marketing before him. And he joined an insurance company and went 6 figures in that company. I could not believe my ears. And I thought that guy would never be interested. He's the guy that hired me. I would never think that somebody like him would be interested. Look, he has a family, he has a job. Why would he be interested in something like this? Do you know how much money I missed on because I prejudged somebody? Remember that, right? Network on purpose. Join a new gym, start a new hobby, meet your local business owners and influencers, right? Meet them. Volunteer for an important cause. Join a local networking group. Whatever you can to get more people into your list. Get more people into the list. And you gotta separate your list into a couple categories, right? Well, the major 3 categories is hot market, warm market, and cold market. Hot market are people that are close to you, people that you talk to on a regular basis. Warm market is people that you know, but y'all don't really talk. Y'all met a long time ago and stuff, and you have on social media, you guys follow each other and stuff. Cold market is people that you don't know. And we can all agree, there's more people that you don't know and people that you do know. But here's the trick. I don't believe in cold marketing. I believe in taking that cold marketing, making them a warm market and then a hot market, and boom, sending them up. That's how a professional is, right? So you split your list into a couple of categories. Number 1 is a group of the 10 easiest customers and prospects as soon as you get started. Because all you gotta tell them is, like, listen, I just need you to try this. You are my friend. You are my mom, my dad. Listen, I know you believe in me. I use this service. I'm loving it. I need you guys to try it. I need you guys to try it. I would say that's when it would be one of the only ways you would sign up somebody on the choice pack, because they want to try out the product, right? And group number 2 is 10 of you easy distributors. But you're looking for a couple. You're looking a couple of things. You're looking for I would say it's called a WHIP list. WHIP, right? Work ethic, hunger, integrity, personal power. These are the type of people that will blow up your business. Right here at Kuvera, right? So that's skill number 1. Skill number 2 is you have to. Our job is to just educate the prospect to understand the product and the opportunity. Our job is not to sell. Our job is to make them educated about what we do. That's all it is. Because there's a couple of reasons why people are hesitant to accept an invitation, right? There's maybe too much exaggeration. Maybe you're too needy or too cheesy. That's it. That's really it. That's really it. Don't exaggerate. Don't be too needy. They need you. You don't need them. And don't be too cheesy. Oh, I have this perfect opportunity for you. Don't be a robot. Don't be a robot. Be a human being. People want to talk. Listen, everybody has problems. Everybody that I've met has problems. You have to be a consultant. Don't be a hunter, be a consultant. Be like, okay, what are your problems? Write the problems down. Okay, here's how I can help you solve your problems. Look like an expert, talk like an expert, you start selling like an expert. That's a big nugget right there, right? So don't be a hunter, be a consultant. Don't be a hunter, be a farmer, right? Just drop the seeds and let them grow. Does that make sense? Right? And of course, when you're inviting, be more process oriented. Be more process oriented. And I'll explain what process oriented mean. I mean, make it simple for you to invite. Don't make it too much. When you're inviting, make sure it's short. Don't talk too much. Don't explain the entire thing on text, please. Right? Don't say, my mentor, the trading, the company. Don't be like, that's fire hosing. People just stay away from fire hosing, right? What comes first, the product or the opportunity? I believe over time you'll educate them on both, right? Always lead with the product, and always talk about the opportunity. Never be shy to talk about the opportunity. Listen, you're in a network marketing company. That's how we get paid, by the way, as reps. That's how we get paid, right? What are you inviting to? Anything that's not you, and I'll talk about it in a bit. Anything that's not you. Try as much as you can to invite about anything that's not you. Invite to a call with somebody else. Invite to a webinar. Invite to a video. Invite to an event. Invite a call with your mentor. Invite to something that's not you. Because the more you act like an expert, the less people you're going to have. I promise you this. Right? They say texting is the new calling. Have a new texting campaigns with your team. Today, what we did is we had a small campaign. And of course, over the 90 days, we're going to have a lot of texting campaigns. Right? Show them what they need to say, how to approach somebody. And give them a script. There's many scripts. And in the 90-day run website, there's a whole booklet on scripts. Right? Whole booklet on scripts. Now, inevitably, one of the major things that you need to know eventually is presenting. Now, presenting can be misunderstood because a couple of the common mistakes that we have is you're recruiting with stats and info. So first party. So what I mean that is you're writing everything about everything. You're trying to explain everything about everything, right? It's a mistake. Never do that, right? Always use third-party tools. So I remember the biggest mistake that I used to do, I sit down with people and act like an expert. Act like I am the end-all be-all. I am the Forex guru. I am this. And all they start asking me is Forex questions. And the reason, here's the thing, I can sign them up, but the problem is they will never sign somebody up. Because in their minds, they're thinking, oh, well, if he did this with me, I got to do this with somebody else. And that's not the right way. What you need to do, you got to have a video, a 10-minute video. We have whatiscovera.com. Utilize that. Right? Utilize it. Send it to people. What I do nowadays is I just send them a video. I sit down with them, and what happens is when I sit down with them, I play the video in front of them, and I'm just nodding my head. Just nodding my head. I'm using a third-party tool. No exaggeration, no hype. Listen, our opportunity is enough, I promise. Our opportunity is enough, I promise. I promise you. It's more than enough, actually. It's more than enough. Right? Now, tell your story. Always lead with a story. Listen, stories are the it factor. They say facts tell and stories sell. Facts tell and stories sell. And how to tell your story is important as well. How to tell your story is very important as well, right? Because if you don't have a system when you're sharing your story, people won't relate to you. Remember, you gotta start with your background. You have to start with your background, right? So I'll give you an example. Let's say I meet somebody and I sit down with them, and I'm talking about whatever it is. I'm talking about, hey, let's say they work at a restaurant. So I'm gonna share my story with them, right? Hey, my background, I used to work at a restaurant as well. What I didn't like about it is, it's long hours and because I was doing long hours, I didn't have time to chill with family or friends, and I wasn't making enough money. But what I found is I got introduced to this opportunity where I can actually learn a system, a skill set on the side that can help me make money on the side. And I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to make an X amount of money in the future. That's a story that people relate and people will sign up just because of your story. People don't care about your products. I promise you this. People do not care about the products. They care about your story. Where are you going? How are you going to help them achieve their dreams and goals? Make them extra money. Understand that. Understand that. I'm telling you, that is the end all be all, right? That is the end all be all. And then you gotta follow up. You gotta somehow follow. You gotta learn how to follow up. Because if you don't learn how to follow up, it's gonna be very, very hard for you. It's gonna be very, very hard for you to sign up people. It can be very hard for you to sign up people. You have to set up some exposures. Not everybody signs up the first time. I have a system that I follow religiously. It's called FAMBAM. From a meeting, book a meeting, right? Understand that it takes 4 to 6 exposures for the average person to join. Y'all ever been on Instagram and you're scrolling through the stories and then you have a sponsor story comes out and you skip. Then you see it a second time, third time, fourth. Fourth time is when you stop and actually look at it. Why? That's how humans beings are, right? So what you gotta do is you gotta condense exposures for better results. That's all you gotta do. You gotta condense exposures for a better result. And once you do that, boom, you're good to go. Right? So let's say you actually sit down with somebody, you explain you show them the video, you answer all the questions. They say, "Oh, I don't have the money." And right away, before even overcoming that, we'll talk about overcoming objections. Before you overcome their objections, schedule into another meeting with your mentor, or another call with your mentor, or a Zoom call presentation, or watch them get them out of another video, or get them to an event, or something. FAMBAM, from a meeting, book a meeting, right? And once you set up their exposure, and as I said, condense it for better results, right? And of course, objections, you got to handle them. Listen, there's 2 major ways or 2 major reasons why prospects are not joining, right? Number 1, prospects have a limiting belief in their own abilities. Number 2, prospects have limiting beliefs in network marketing on Quivira. So what that tells us is if I can overcome these 2 objections, I'm good to go. And how I come them, always I have a system to overcoming an objection. Any objection, I promise you I can overcome it in that, right? So let's say somebody tells me, "Yo, this looks like a pyramid scheme." I'm like, listen. Well, you gotta listen to them. I gotta actually figure out their objection. The real objection, not the BS one, the real objection. Ask why a couple of times, right? Ask why a couple of times. Listen to them. Relate to them, right? So, hey, this looks like a pyramid scheme. Listen, bro, I actually feel you. I feel the same way. But what I found is I looked at a lot of credibility in the company. I didn't care what people were telling me because I looked at the government, the U.S. government. I looked at the BBB, and they both said it's legit. So it looks legit to me, right? And right away, I'm going to go into a story. I'm going to share a story with them, how I had the exact same belief. And then I said it's a pyramid scheme, and the presenter proved me wrong, right? But if I would show you a way to actually make this work, would you get started right now? You guys see what I'm doing right there, right? I'm overcoming the objections. Listen, some people just object, by the way. I hope you know this. Y'all ever walked into a store and somebody comes up to you, "Do you need help?" And be like, "Oh, no." But you actually do need help? Human beings are the same thing, right? And of course, after you overcome that objection, best believer, you got to close. But you got to have some good posture. You got to have some good posture and ask good questions. Be very assumptive. Promote yourself as much as you promote the company. The company is not the end-all be-all. You are the end-all be-all. Right? And ask questions. I told you, be a consultant. Be a consultant more than you are a hunter. right? 6 questions to help prospects become distributors, right? As soon as you're closing right now, after you overcome that objection, hey, what did you like best? Oh, I like I like the money part. That's what they all say. I like the money part. Oh, okay, cool. From scale 1 to 10, where are you right now? Are you ready to get started? Some people will be like, yo, I'm ready. Right? And even when they ask, I'm like, okay, so how much are you trying to earn? This is before I even before I even go in depth about what I made the decisions in which pack. And we have the elite system mastery. If you haven't watched that, I'm gonna create a video with that. If you ask your leader for that video, right? Because when you ask them how much money do you want to earn, now I can actually show them a way that they can sign up 4 people and make almost $4,000 within that month, right? So how many hours could you commit to this? How many months could you commit? Listen, if I would show you, and all I gotta do, if I would you, all I gotta do is so if I would help you earn $4,000 with 5 hours a week, and you would commit at least for 9 days, would you get started right now? Boom! I just got them right there. It's a close. I'm just closing. Listen, ABC, baby, always be closing. Always be closing, right? And of course, you gotta help them launch. Validate their decisions within the first 24 to 48 hours. This is one of the most important things you can do in your business. If people don't have a validation in their business, it's gonna be very hard for you to win. Validate their decisions, make them some profits, help them succeed in something. Right? I have a system that I follow religiously. It's called Score in 24. I'm gonna make sure I make the money within the first 24 hours. Whether recruiting or trading. Typically, you want something with recruiting, right? That's how you get a lot of duplications on your team. And you gotta set the right expectations, please. They say almost 80% of network marketers quit because of wrong expectations. Listen, put the emphasis on them. Listen, success or failure is up to them, not up to you, right? You tell them, I will help you build your business. I will help you build your business. Because if you take the dot, I will help you build your business. No, I will help you build your business. Focus on helping them get independent as fast as possible. You want them to be presenters, closers, as far as away from you right away, right? And listen, tell them they're going to be ups and downs. Tell them people are going to quit on them. People are going to bash them. People are going to call them schemers. People are going to call them. Tell them right now. Get it out of the way and tell them success takes time. I told you guys, average 6-figure earner takes anywhere from 3 to 4 years in network marketing. So if you did it faster, good for you. I did it faster, good for me. But it's not typical. Let time play its magic. Let time play. Your time will come. You have to let time play its magic, right? 3, you have to have a getting started checklist. And if your mentor doesn't have it, you need to have it. Figure it out. You gotta have appropriate products. Show them how to use all the products. Show them how to use the tools, the videos, how to share a video with a prospect. Get them connected to all the chats. Tell them, listen, hey, go talk. You give them our basic, you don't have to go know everything about the comp plan, just give them a basic understanding of the comp plan. And set a goal with them on how much money you want them to make. And how many people you know on how to do that. Have a game plan session with them. And of course, give them a fundamental understanding on how to invite. Don't let them be, right? Don't just let them be. Give them a basic understanding on how to do it. And as I said, have them make a game plan. How can they get their first customer? How can they get their first distributor? Right? Get them to buy the tickets right away. A big event tickets. Doesn't matter if it's in Canada or not in Canada. I'm talking a company event, not a regular event, a convention. 1,000, 2,000 people in the event. That's what I'm talking about, right? Encourage them to attend these big events. Get them committed, because if they're committed, guess what? They're sticking longer, right? What steps can you take to help them earn their first commission check? Write this all down. Please. It'll help you build your business massively, right? And 5, give them an assignment, right? In network marketing, all you gotta do is buy another 90 days. And this is why I'm going the 90-day run, because I'm buying 90 days from your time right now. And I promise you, I will make some of y'all some serious money. And get them over the line. Listen, when people get started, they're afraid. They're still, get them, just push them over the line. That's your job as a leader. The reason why they pay me what they pay me today is because I know how to push people over the line that are even committed in our business. But listen, not everybody does it. Some people just are not, they're not meant to cut it. Some people quit, they bash you, they go to another company. It's okay, it's fine. You gotta stay true to yourself. Stay true to your dreams. Stay true to what you got started, right? And this is pretty much the masterclass that we have for our organization. And I promise you, if you do have these skill sets and you teach them to your entire organization, I guarantee you, no questions asked, you'll have all the success you need in your business.